It's raining outside, guys. I'm so sorry if you hear that.
That become can glorify us and also destroy us. The hate speech become one of the most devastating forms of violence.
Yeah.
It's a kind of war we have to stop. As a queen, I believe we have to promote more empathy to this world. We need to help each other. We need to be good inside out. The kindness is the future. And I believe being good to each one of us, we can have a better future. And where the dreams can come true. Thank you, Kapunka.
Miss Grand, Dominican Republic.
Today, I'm standing here with a heavy heart, addressing a problem that's been working decades through decades, generations through generations. And today I stand for everybody, for every country who's been fighting through war, through violence against each other. We need peace, we need unity. We live in one world, even though there's many countries around. But this is our home, we have to take care of it. And we have to start by taking care to the people who is around us. Even though we don't have same last name, but we are one together in one wall. So I stand here as a beauty queen, as an artist.
Wow.
I want to compromise myself to promote art as a form of unite, even though the culture, even though the language, but always to educate our kids, because that in them is where our future belongs. And today, I stand for everybody in those countries to speak for peace and dialogue. Thank you.
Wow.
Miss Grand, France.
The suffering, disparity, hunger, and injustice. These heartbreaking realities ravage our world. As a descendant of heroes who sacrificed their life for peace, it is my duty to speak up in the face of the persistence of armed conflict. It is by raising my voice for the most vulnerable one that I will sow the seed of peace. I strive to instill the value of tolerance, empathy, and understanding to the younger generations so they can grow with them. But ladies and gentlemen, we are living in the same planet, so please, let's make the difference together. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Wow. Nice, friends.
Miss Grand, India.
India.
Ladies and gentlemen, namaste, sawadee-ka. In every corner of the globe, wars and violence leave scars that transcend generations, creating cycles of pain and hate. But today, I stand before you to say that these cycles can be broken. We must first embrace the power of empathy. We must listen to the voices of those struggling and understand their pain as our own. Only then can our leaders begin to value diplomacy rather than destruction. I also think that it's high time we embrace our diversity because our differences unite us and make us stronger. It's time for us to understand that together we are stronger, and through the education of children, we can make the world a safer and more diverse place. Let us pledge today to champion peace and protect the dignity of all people worldwide. Kapunka.
Miss Grand, Indonesia.
Imagine the world without education. It would be chaotic and uninformed. I grew up in the village of Penantian in Indonesia, where I was fortunate to be raised by a mother who is a teacher. She showed me the life-changing power of education through building our own kindergarten to help the underprivileged. As future educator, myself, and being here at Miss Grand International stage, I want to share my vision that through education, we can build a world where everyone can learn acceptance, empathy, and kindness. Let's break the cycle of fear and replace it to be harmony, understanding, so no space for war and conflict. Kapun ka.
Yeah.
Miss Grand Myanmar.
As I'm standing here on this stage, I can see lots of people here. Families, friends, enjoying your guys' times, and cheering you guys bear brave beauty queen. At the same time, there are millions of people, countless of people, who have been facing with the difficulties, who don't even have enough food to eat, don't even have water to drink. At last, doesn't even have a shelter to be live in. I know it's hard to be enterprised, and Lex, you experience it. But I can tell you guys because I know it. To close, I may be an 18 years old girl. I may not able to change the whole world. But if we do each other can doing our own part, then we can create a better future and a better society where peace is for every people. Thank you.
Miss Grand Peru.
One of the most important reasons of being a beauty queen is to promote empathy, respect, and peace. War and violence are destroying our families, killing innocent people. To all the governments and leaders, I would like to say to you that the most important thing for you must be the life of your people. We have to take the first step. If we join together, we can create a future where every voice is heard, every smile is valued, and every life is respected. Because together, we can make war and violence just a bad memory, and peace part of our daily reality. Kun run rai kan tiket kun, sapan pien kwan sen pam.
Wow.
Lelium kan jut kwan run ren, pia kao tatsu tupai suana kot.
Miss Grand Philippines.
Oh, the crowd.
In a world filled with trauma and uncertainties, there is another world that we live in. It is within. How we see ourselves is a reflection of how we perceive our surroundings. The moment we feed our hearts with hatred, envy, and anger, we create a monster. A human who doesn't fear pain and suffering nor empathy. We create deaf ears to the cries of mothers, blind eyes to the weakening strengths of fathers. We become insensitive with the raging wars against nations, and we become inconsiderate of our own conflicts within. If only we don't allow greed beat in our hearts, we wouldn't be able to give birth to violence.
Now is the time to mend what is broken. We in our inner struggles act ethically and with respect, and raise above all the atrocities. Together, let us feel the missing pieces of our individuality, and let us all repair the broken pieces of this world. Captain.
Miss Grand Spain.
Do you know that nowadays are more than 56 active wars? And that's not the worst, because more than 92 countries are involved. There are so many people who are suffering the consequences. The children, they're lucky to survive. They grew up with pain, fear, and loss of family members. But this can change. We must not lose hope. We must show all generations that love, education, and respect for order, for ourselves, and for life can stop the war. There's no need for guns. There's no need to kill. When the best and most powerful weapon created is the word. Kapunka.
Miss Grand and King.
Everyone stop and think about a child. What is the first image that comes to mind? For me, it is the pure laughter and joy of children playing. And now imagine this child has no limbs from a bomb. Unfortunately, this is not an image. This is happening right now. Over 16,000 lives have been lost due to the conflict between Israel and Palestine. How many more innocent lives must we sacrifice until we say enough is enough? Each death serves as a collective failure how we cannot achieve peace. So I gather here, everyone tonight, to join me in a ceasefire. On the count of 3, we will shout ceasefire. 1, 2, 3. Ceasefire!